Life can change in an instant, even for the biggest stars in Hollywood. Many famous celebrities and actors have faced terrifying situations where they came dangerously close to losing everything. Whether it was a shocking accident, a serious health crisis, or an unexpected event, these moments could have ended very differently. In this video, we take a look at some well-known stars who had near-miss experiences that could have changed history. From last-minute decisions that saved lives to incredible recoveries from life-threatening conditions, these stories will leave you in awe. Join us as we explore these unbelievable events, reminding us all how unpredictable life can be. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories. Amelia Clarke, best known for her role as Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, faced a life-threatening battle that could have ended her career and even her life. In 2011, shortly after filming the first season of Game of Thrones, Clarke suffered a sudden and severe brain aneurysm while working out at a gym. She was rushed to the hospital, where doctors discovered a life-threatening condition known as a subarachnoid hemorrhage. Immediate surgery saved her life, but the nightmare wasn't over. While recovering, she experienced excruciating pain and struggled with memory loss, even forgetting her own name at times. Despite the trauma, she returned to work on Game of Thrones, hiding her condition from the public. However, in 2013, she suffered a second aneurysm that required another risky surgery. This time, the procedure was even more dangerous, and Clarke later described waking up feeling like a part of her brain was missing. Against all odds, she survived and fully recovered. Clarke later revealed her struggles in a heartfelt interview, launching the Seymour charity to support people recovering from brain injuries. Though she came close to death twice, Amelia Clarke emerged stronger than ever, proving she is not just a queen on screen, but a true warrior in real life. Martin Lawrence, the legendary comedian and actor known for Bad Boys and Martin, once faced a terrifying near-death experience that could have ended his life forever. In 1999, at the height of his career, Lawrence decided to go for a jog in the sweltering Los Angeles heat while wearing heavy clothing to help him sweat more. What he didn't realize was that his body was overheating dangerously fast. Within minutes, he collapsed from heat exhaustion, slipping into a coma with a body temperature of over 107 degrees Fahrenheit 42 degrees Celsius. His family and friends rushed him to the hospital, where doctors feared the worst. With his organs at risk of shutting down, he was placed on a ventilator and fell into a 3-day coma. It was a moment where everything could have ended. Miraculously, Lawrence survived. When he woke up, he was weak but grateful to be alive. This near-death experience was a wake-up call, forcing him to slow down and take better care of his health. Though he came dangerously close to losing his life, Martin Lawrence bounced back stronger than ever, continuing his successful career in comedy and film. His story is a reminder of how precious life is and how quickly things can change. Drew Barrymore, the beloved actress known for E.T. the Extraterrestrial and Charlie's Angels, has faced many challenges in her life, but one terrifying night in 2001 nearly ended in tragedy. On the morning of February 18, 2001, Barrymore and her then-fiancé, comedian Tom Green, were asleep in their Los Angeles home when disaster struck. A fire broke out in the early hours, quickly engulfing the house in flames. Barrymore and Green were jolted awake by the sound of their barking dog, Flossie. As thick smoke filled the house, they barely managed to escape in time. By the time firefighters arrived, the mansion was already consumed by the fire, leaving almost nothing behind. Although both survived unharmed, the experience was terrifying. Barrymore later described it as one of the scariest moments of her life, realizing just how close she had come to tragedy. Despite losing her home, Barrymore didn't let the fire break her spirit. She rebuilt her life and career, proving once again that she is a survivor in every sense of the word. Kanye West, one of the most influential artists in hip-hop history, came dangerously close to losing his life early in his career. A near-fatal car crash in 2002 could have ended everything before his rise to global fame. On October 23, 2002, after a late-night recording session in Los Angeles, Kanye was driving home when he was involved in a horrific head-on collision. The crash left him with a shattered jaw, forcing doctors to wire it shut during emergency surgery. For most people, such a traumatic event would have meant a long break, but for Kanye, it became the fuel for his breakout hit. Just 2 weeks after the accident, while still recovering, he recorded Through the Wire, a song detailing his experience and struggle. The track became a defining moment in his career, setting the stage for his debut album The College Dropout, 2004. Against all odds, Kanye recovered and turned his pain into art. That single accident became the catalyst for a career that would shape the music industry forever. His story proves that even in the face of life-threatening adversity, determination and creativity can turn tragedy into triumph. Ellie Goulding, the British singer-songwriter known for hits like Love Me Like You Do and Burn, once came terrifyingly close to losing her life in a drowning accident that could have ended everything. In December 2015, Ellie was traveling through Norway on a freezing winter day when a horrifying incident unfolded. She was in a vehicle, a specially modified track truck designed for extreme conditions, crossing a frozen lake. Suddenly, the ice beneath them cracked, and the vehicle plunged into the freezing water. As the truck sank, panic set in. Ellie and her driver were trapped, struggling to escape as the icy water rushed in. With only moments to react, they managed to break free and swim to safety just before the vehicle was completely submerged. Ellie later described the experience as absolutely terrifying and said it gave her a whole new perspective on life. The accident could have been fatal, but she survived with no physical injuries, just a chilling memory that she would never forget. Despite this near-death experience, Ellie Goulding continued to thrive in her career, proving that sometimes, life gives us a second chance, and she made sure to make the most of it. Orlando Bloom, the star of Pirates of the Caribbean and The Lord of the Rings, is known for his fearless action scenes, but in real life, he once faced a near-fatal accident that could have changed his life forever. In 1998, before his rise to fame, 21-year-old Bloom suffered a shocking accident. While climbing onto a rooftop terrace with friends, he lost his grip and fell 3 stories straight to the ground. The impact was brutal. He landed on his back, and for 4 long days, doctors feared he would never walk again. Bloom had fractured his spine, and the possibility of permanent paralysis was very real. However, thanks to emergency surgery and months of intense rehabilitation, he made an incredible recovery. Just 12 days after surgery, he was miraculously walking again, defying all expectations. The accident changed his outlook on life. Bloom later admitted that before the fall, he felt invincible, but after experiencing what could have been a life-altering injury, he gained a deeper appreciation for his health and well-being. Despite coming dangerously close to losing his ability to walk, Orlando Bloom went on to become one of Hollywood's biggest action stars, performing many of his own stunts. His story is a powerful reminder of how fragile life can be and how determination can turn tragedy into triumph. Jackie Chan, the legendary martial artist and action star, is known for performing his own stunts, pushing the limits of danger in every film. But one stunt in 1986 nearly ended his life forever. While filming Armor of God in Yugoslavia, Chan attempted a seemingly simple stunt, jumping from a wall to a tree branch. But as he leaped, the branch snapped, and he fell headfirst onto the rocky ground below. The impact was devastating. His skull cracked open, and a piece of bone lodged dangerously close to his brain. He was immediately rushed to surgery, where doctors had to insert a metal plate into his skull to save his life. The accident left him with permanent hearing loss in one ear, but it didn't stop him from continuing his legendary career. Just months later, he was back on set, performing even riskier stunts. Despite surviving countless injuries over the years, Jackie Chan remains fearless. His story is a testament to his dedication, proving that nothing, not even a near-fatal accident, could stop him from becoming one of the greatest action stars of all time. Jane Seymour, the beloved actress known for her roles in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and the James Bond film Live and Let Die, once had a terrifying near-death experience that changed her life forever. In 1988, while filming a movie in Spain, Seymour fell seriously ill with severe bronchitis. Doctors prescribed her an antibiotic, but when it was administered through an injection, something went terribly wrong. She suffered a severe allergic reaction and went into anaphylactic shock. Within moments, her body began shutting down, and she lost consciousness. For a brief time, she was clinically dead. Doctors frantically worked to revive her, and fortunately, she was brought back to life. Seymour later described the experience as surreal. She recalled feeling as though she had left her body, watching everything happen from above. She said it was a peaceful moment, but when she was revived, she returned with a new outlook on life. After this terrifying brush with death, Seymour became more appreciative of life and more determined than ever to make the most of every moment. She went on to have an incredibly successful career in film and television, proving that sometimes, second chances can change everything. Mark Wahlberg, the Hollywood actor known for The Departed, Ted, and Transformers, was just hours away from being part of one of the most tragic events in U.S. history, the September 11th attacks. Wahlberg had originally booked a seat on American Airlines Flight 11, the plane that would later crash into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. He was supposed to fly from Boston to Los Angeles on that fateful morning of September 11, 2001. However, at the last minute, he changed his plans and decided to take a private jet to Toronto for a film festival instead. When the horrific news broke that Flight 11 had been hijacked and crashed, Wahlberg was in shock. He later admitted that the realization of how close he had come to death haunted him. Over the years, he has spoken about his deep respect for the victims and their families, acknowledging that his life could have ended that day. The experience made him even more grateful for the life and opportunities he has had. Mark Wahlberg's story is a chilling reminder of how fate can change everything in an instant and how one small decision can mean the difference between life and death.